Imagine living in a world where survival isn't guaranteed, where every day is a battle against nature, the environment, and the unknown. Yet, some ancient tribes thrived for centuries, passing down secrets that kept them alive through the harshest conditions. So, what was the secret that allowed these tribes to survive and flourish where others failed? Was it their advanced knowledge of the land, their deep connection with nature, or was it something far more mysterious? In today's video, we're going to uncover the hidden survival strategies that helped ancient tribes not only survive but thrive for centuries. From farming techniques that sustained entire civilizations to spiritual beliefs that connected them to the earth, these secrets are more relevant today than ever before. Stay with us as we explore the knowledge that was passed down through generations, knowledge that modern science is only now beginning to understand. Let's dive into the secret that kept ancient tribes alive for centuries. So, what was the secret that helped these ancient tribes survive for centuries? It wasn't just about individual skills, it was about their deep, interconnected knowledge of nature. They knew how to read the land, the stars, and the seasons in ways that modern societies are only beginning to understand. Take the farming methods, for instance. Ancient tribes didn't just plant crops randomly. They cultivated the land in harmony with nature, ensuring sustainability. The Inca people, for example, built intricate terraces that allowed them to grow food in the most difficult terrain, turning steep mountainsides into fertile farmland. Their knowledge of water management and soil conservation kept them thriving for centuries. But it wasn't just about physical survival. These tribes also had a spiritual understanding of the world around them. Their connection to nature wasn't just practical. It was spiritual. They believed that everything, plants, animals, water, and even the stars, was connected. This belief gave them a profound respect for the environment, which translated into a sustainable way of life. In fact, their spiritual practices were often centered around ensuring the balance of the natural world. Rituals, dances, and prayers were all designed to honor the earth and its cycles. By maintaining this balance, they ensured their survival, passing this knowledge down through generations. In today's world, we're rediscovering some of these ancient methods, realizing that perhaps the secret to true survival is not in technology, but in living in harmony with the world around us. In today's world, where technology and innovation drive almost everything, the survival secrets of ancient tribes might seem outdated or irrelevant. But as modern science begins to study these ancient methods, we're discovering just how advanced these tribes were. Some of the practices they employed, like sustainable farming techniques and natural medicine, are more relevant than ever. Take, for example, the practice of permaculture, a farming system that mimics the natural ecosystems to create sustainable, self-sufficient systems. It sounds modern, but the concept has been practiced for centuries by tribes around the world. The Maya, for instance, created intricate farming systems that worked with the land's natural cycles rather than against them. Or consider the modern-day interest in herbal medicine. Tribes around the world had an incredible understanding of plants and their healing properties. The Native American tribes, for example, used a variety of plants to treat wounds, fevers, and illnesses, many of which modern science is now validating for their medicinal properties. What's fascinating is that many of these methods weren't discovered through science and research. They were passed down through generations via oral tradition and spiritual practices. The deep respect these tribes had for nature led them to a level of understanding that modern science is only just beginning to catch up with. The secret to their survival wasn't just about knowledge. It was about living in harmony with the environment, understanding its rhythms, and using resources in a way that ensured future generations could thrive. It's a mindset that we could all benefit from today. While many of these ancient tribes have long since vanished, their knowledge lives on, both in the descendants of those tribes and in the growing interest we have today in sustainable living. The wisdom they passed down, though once dismissed as primitive, is now being seen as an essential blueprint for surviving in our rapidly changing world. The rise of eco-friendly movements, the increasing popularity of sustainable farming, and the growing interest in natural health remedies all reflect a shift toward the ancient ways of living that these tribes perfected. And it's no coincidence. As modern society faces the consequences of overconsumption, pollution, and climate change, we're beginning to recognize the importance of returning to nature and living in balance with it. Ancient tribes knew that survival wasn't just about using resources. It was about honoring them. Their practices were based on the understanding that every action had an impact, and that future generations needed to be considered when making decisions. This long-term perspective is something that modern society could learn from. So, while the ancient tribes may not have had advanced technology or complex systems of governance, their wisdom was rooted in something far more sustainable: a deep respect for nature and a recognition of the interconnectedness of all things. The secret that kept these tribes alive for centuries isn't just a set of survival techniques. It's a philosophy. And in a world increasingly defined by environmental and social challenges, that philosophy might just hold the key to our future.